What's up? Hello. How is everyone? Sup? What's up? How is everyone? Happy birthday. Birthdays are always special. So, ooh, a birthday tomorrow. That'll be nice. Tomorrow something cool's happening in the sky. Really cool. A solar eclipse. That's gonna be fun. So, what is everybody's favorite game? Hello, everyone. I see your wonderful comments. You all are so wonderful. It's it's nice. Can't. Uh, those are interesting emojis. the wow. Huh. It's a it's a good day. It's a good day when everything is well. Hmm. So, um, if there's any game that you could play, board game, like Uno, what game would you play? What game would you play if you had endless hours of family time? What game would you play? Wow, the emojis are interesting. Question: where do emojis come from? Like, I've never seen those type of emojis, so really interesting. They look pretty cool. Uno, yeah. Oh, I play Uno a lot. Monopoly too is pretty interesting. Monopoly is pretty interesting as a concept as well. No, monopolies existed, and they're pretty cool. I love I love playing Uno a lot though. Hmm. All right. Interesting. Interesting. So, I would just like to wish you a happy birthday. And to the person who is having a birthday tomorrow, happy early birthday. What a good day. Did you know that it's pretty interesting how everything works out? A lot of things seem to be in the... You go down through some stuff in this life. Like, yes, you. You go through a lot of stuff through the years. I've been through a lot. I've survived a lot. It would be interesting if I went back. Would I change anything? I don't know. I mean, I'm here now. I mean, time marches forward. Family members and people we love, they die. Places we once loved get torn apart, demolished. So life is hard. Life is very hard. It's been a rough road. It's been a rough road. So, if there is anything that I could say, just keep on moving. Keep on moving forward. It's easy to say, hard to do. Very hard to do. I'm so sorry. Sorry for your loss. I lost my last grandparent last year. Yeah. People die young. People die old. People don't even sometimes even reach 2. But we can get through this. Aren't we here today? Aren't we here today? If we are here today, even though we have been through the mud, the dirt, the sin, the depravity, through all of this wickedness, if we've overcome, let us continue to overcome. We must try to overcome. I'm really sad for that because no one wants to be alone. We all die alone, even if we love people. It's so sad. It's really sad, but it's hard to be by yourself. It's not good for man to be alone. We just need to try to move forward. We need to try. The pain is unbearable. I understand. I've been through 4 of them. Losing grandparents are not easy. It's not easy at all. It is. Life is rough. But in my youth, when I was younger, I had a teacher. Would you mind if I read from the book of my teacher? Because truly, it teaches important things that we all need to know. It's not easy. It's so hard. I'm still trying to get back to normal life, how it was before. It takes years. People suffer. But to those who are suffering, my heart is with you. I'll send you my prayers. I'm sorry for your losses, because I have also lost many people. Is there anything else anyone wants to say? Anything you want to ask? Let's read a verse. I'll read a verse. We are in a book known as Proverbs, a teacher. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 1. Whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is brutish. A good man obtaineth favor of the Lord, but a man of wicked devices will he condemn. A man shall not be established by wickedness, but the root of the righteous shall not be moved. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh a shame is as rottenness in his bones. The thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsels of the wicked are deceit. The words of the wicked are to lie in wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright shall deliver them. The wicked are overthrown, and are not, but the house of the righteous shall stand. A man shall be commended according to his wisdom, but he that is of a perverse heart shall be despised. He that is despised and hath a servant is better than he that honoureth himself and lacketh bread. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beasts, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. He that tilleth his land shall be satisfied with bread, but he that followeth vain persons is void of understanding. The wicked desireth the net of evil men, but the root of the righteousness yieldeth fruit. The wicked is snared by the transgression of his lips, but the just shall come out of trouble. A man shall be satisfied with good by the fruit of his mouth, and the recompense of a man's hands shall be rendered unto him. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. A fool's wrath is presently known, but a prudent man covereth shame. He that speaketh truth showeth forth righteousness, but a false witness deceit. There is that speaketh like the piercings of a sword, but the tongue of the wise is health. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. Deceit is in the heart of them that imagine evil, but to the counselors of peace is joy. There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. Lying lips are abomination to the Lord, but he that deal truly are his delight. A prudent man concealeth knowledge, but the heart of foolish proclaimeth foolishness. The hand of the diligent shall bear rule, but the slothful shall be under tribute. Heaviness in the heart of man maketh it to stoop, but a good word maketh it glad. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. The slothful man roasteth not that which he took in hunting, but the substance of a diligent man is precious. In the way of righteousness is life, and in the pathway thereof there is no death. Proverbs 12. There's a lot that can be put into these words. Hello. There's a lot that can be put into these words. And these words are alive. There's a lot you can learn from Proverbs. Proverbs. Alright. Sure. Why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know. To get to the other pizza? I don't know. Why? Why did the chicken cross the road? Ha ha. Because. 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 But like I was saying before, Proverbs, the whole Bible has wisdom. It has wisdom that will help you in this troubled world. There's a book about that was written by a very rich king. He's the son of David. His name was Solomon, and he had 700 wives and 300 concubines. And he was the wisest man to ever live. He was the wisest man to ever live. At least he was given wisdom by God to rule his people. And he wrote a book about how everything in the world passeth away. And here is the first chapter of the book. The book it has a conclusion that is uplifting for some. The words of the preacher, the son of David, king in Jerusalem. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher, vanity of vanities, all is vanity. What profit hath a man of all his labor which he taketh under the sun? One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. The sun also ariseth, and the sun goeth down, and hasteneth to the place where he arose. The wind goeth towards the south, it turneth about unto the north, it whirleth about continually, and the wind returneth again according to his circuits. All the rivers run into the sea, yet the sea is not full. Unto the place from whence the rivers come, thither they return again. All things are full of labor. Man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It hath been already of old time which was before us. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. I, the preacher, was king over Israel in Jerusalem, and I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all things that are done under heaven. This sore travail hath God given to the sons of men to be exercised therewith. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. I communed with mine own heart, saying, Lo, I am come to great estate, and have gotten more wisdom than all they that have been before me in Jerusalem. Yea, my heart had great experience of wisdom and knowledge, and I gave my heart to know wisdom, and to know madness and folly. I perceived that this also is vexation of spirit, for in much wisdom is much grief. And he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. Ecclesiastes chapter 1. So, Proverbs And Ecclesiastes, I believe, were written by the same person. Hello. How are you? It's nice to say hi. It's been an interesting day, hasn't it? Who here got some good weather today? Like blue skies. Those are beautiful. Hello. How are you? How are all of yous? Oh, moderator? I've never tried the moderator feature. So, I don't know. Sup? Sup? Sup, sup, sup. So, has anyone else been to New York City? And what was it like? Well, let me tell you what it was like then. Ooh, you've seen it? What is it like? For those who have been there, let me tell you my story, and I'll read yours all later, alright? So, when I went to New York, it was in 2018. I got to see the Statue of Liberty. It was so beautiful. At the first time there, I thought it was dusty, but I heard it was very fun. It's very smelly, or it was. There was this part of the street that just smelled awful. It just smelled awful. New York City got an earthquake recently, if you haven't heard. It's a... They don't usually get earthquakes like that. Yeah, and right before the solar eclipse. But, by the way, if you don't know, there will be a solar eclipse tomorrow that will go across the East Coast. And it will, most likely, cause a great earthquake to happen. So, just be careful. So don't be shocked when the ground starts moving. Alright. Yeah, I'm I'm up in age, not too old. I've been mistaken for a younger youth before. I look nothing like my age. I've been so many times people say my voice sounds too high. I can't control my voice. So, I've been told that my voice is way too high. that I sound so different. That's odd. Oh, yes. Monitor. Monitor. Let me read it. That was so bad that. Okay, so this is how we get the monitor, right? Because all you do is click on someone's profile and you get a chance to give them monitor. What does that even do? What does moderator... What is moderator like? Uh, what does a moderator even... What's... What does a moderator do? Yeah, I sound... I got a thought. Guess my age. Just from my voice. I'll think about that next time. I'll think about making someone moderator next time. There's a next time. Because that would be really interesting. Be very interesting. I sound 12. Really? Maybe a moderator would be interesting. Huh. I'm gonna be right back. I fixed the spamming problem. I'll be, I'll be back real soon. In the meantime, you guys, I'll be right back. But, if you guys have any questions or anything if you guys wanna talk to each other, I'll be back. I'm back. I'm back. Alright, so. Who here remembers, if you're really young, you probably don't remember, but if you're around my age, a little older even, anyone know about Fred? If you know, you know. Thank you. Thank you. Fred, I rediscovered Fred recently. He was once the most popular YouTube channel ever. Alright. So, I've been to a lot of places. Like New York City, Chicago, uh, Little Rock, Arkansas. I've been to New Mexico. New Mexico, unlike most states I've been to, was completely different from the states that I have been to before. New Mexico's been a treat. Always. Every time I've been, and I've only been a couple times. New Mexico, when the first thing coming from Colorado, the road to get, um, basically, to any other state from New Mexico, you go through, and I literally saw McDonald's. The first thing that goes across the border in from Colorado to New Mexico was a McDonald's. So cool. I also went to a volcano a couple summers ago. Out of all the places I've been, I think Florida is one of my favorites. I've been to Orlando and Tampa Bay. Orlando's pretty interesting. Disney World's alright. Um, Panama City Beach is the best. Um, I've been to I've been to a lot of states actually. I've been to St. Louis. Always a fun place with the arch. The arch is so cool. Um, I've not been to a couple states that I've really wanted to go. I've been to Ohio before the meme. Ohio was a pretty cool place. I've not been back since, but was pretty cool. Like from being basically not deep south, I guess, but living in the south, it's kind of interesting that we don't get a lot of snow. But when you're up there in Ohio, you guys get a lot of snow in the north. My favorite singer. I'm I'm not sure. I'm not sure about giving a moderator yet. Um, I'm here. Who would like to be a moderator? Let's try this out. Alright. Angel Dust Fan will be the first ever monitor. Okay, so I'm looking at the screen and it says add monitor. Managing monitor can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live. Also has capabilities of standard. Alright. That's a lot of power. I'm gonna do standard for now. Alright. The first ever moderator. That's the first time I've ever used it. That's interesting. If the stream glitches out for a minute, just know it's alright. Alright, I'm back. I hope everything's alright still. um, just was scared something might cause, something might happen. How many moderators can you have? In the old words of Matt Pat, a clap and a half. Alright, here's a question. Everybody's favorite soft drink if you drink pop. What's your favorite soft drink? Yeah, Sprite is good. They've changed the label, though. Now you can't really recognize it in the grocery store. Ooh, Pepsi's good, too. Soda water? I'm not the only one that calls it soda water. Am I the only one that puts, like, some sugar in water and just call it sugar water? Me? Can I cuss? I, I can, but I won't. We all have the capability. Doesn't mean we use it. Oh, can stream curse? See, I'm no person to limit speech, but so you do me so in the chat. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't. I don't promote it because freedom of speech. Popcorn's so good. All right, I'll get some popcorn. Popcorn's so much fun. Popcorn at the movies can be so crazy. Oh. I like movie popcorn is the best popcorn. Whatever popcorn that is, that's the best popcorn. But there's other brands. When I watched the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, yeah, I watched it. I had to work the day of the event of the opening, and so I went that Saturday. So I ate a lot of popcorn. Every time I go to the movie, though, when I eat popcorn, I almost choke on some of the kernels, but it's always good. So good. So recently I was looking through some stores and I found a Five Nights at Freddy's action figure of, I don't know, I haven't been with the recent fandom in recent time, like Security Breach and stuff, but I got Security Breach's Chica, and it has her guitar. I I got the I got the Chica. I have every novel that I care to read of the Freddy series. I have the graphic novel. Let me tell you, some of those scenes were so interesting. There's one scene, though, I'm like, Scott, why did you put it in there? Why? If you know what scene it is. I don't know. Coyotes are kind of terrifying, but I think I could win. I'd be hurt a little, but I could win. If it's hand to hand, whoo, it's gonna be a bloodbath, but it's gonna be one of those things like Hercules, where it's gonna be one of his trials. Add that to the trial list. Oh, what scene in the book? Oh boy. Oh boy. So there's a scene, spoiler alert. If you haven't read the book, there's a scene in the book where a more beautiful, I guess, I don't know how to describe it, human figure, pushes this character against the wall, and it's really weird. I don't know why it was allowed. It's the third book, and it's in the graphic novel. It's so weird. It made me be like, why did you add this? Why? Kids read these books. I have no idea why someone did that. The third book? I have all the books. I even have so if you didn't know, Scott Cawthon's son, if you know what Five Nights at Freddy's is, if you know what Five Nights at Freddy's is, then you know Scott Cawthon has a son named Brandon, right? Well, I got his new book. Yes, Brandon Cawthon, son of Scott Cawthon, has a book. It's called Sirens. The End of the World Has a Sound. I don't remember what page number. It's, I don't have that book. I have the second book in front of me, but I don't know where I put that third installment. Don't remember, but I know that it's in one of the, it's somewhere. If you know the characters, then you'll know it has Carlton in it. So look for Carlton. I really wish I had it. Then I could tell you the page number. But I don't have it on me. What a bad time not to have that book. I think I misplaced it. Oh, by the way, when I was reading the graphic novel, I did the stupid thing and read the third one before the other two. So I was like, whoa, I read that third graphic novel, the first for me to read. I read that in less than 3 hours. And I never looked from the page. I was just in it. Have any of you guys seen the movie? Have any of you guys seen the movie? And what are your thoughts on the Five Nights at Freddy's movie? Was it worth it? And are you excited for a second one? Huh. Hmm. Favorite color? Blue. I use blue in a lot of my characters. It's my favorite color. Blue is just my favorite color in general. I think that's why I liked Bonnie. Bonnie was blue, and my favorite color is blue. I think that's why when I was younger, I really thought Bonnie was cool. I think Foxy just was so cool. Like when you're a kid, Foxy's cool. When you're grown up, Freddy's cool, and when Sister Location came out, you're just afraid or not afraid of clowns. Bonnie. Bonnie is kind of terrifying if you think about it. A bunny rabbit that has who's huge. I believe it was more than 5 feet. Those robots were huge. I wish we had seen a good part in the movie where they went back in time to the missing children incident. That would have been fun. The listen, I'd be scared of Bonnie too. Scott had a nightmare of Bonnie. I'd be scared of Bonnie too. I'm scared. When I was younger, I was scared of all of them except Chica. The only one I wasn't afraid of was Chica. I remember that I always wanted to try to beat Five Nights at Freddy's 1, and I finally have, but it took me a long time. 9 years to beat Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Let alone beat the others. Hey, but in Five Nights at Freddy's, simulator, um, I, uh, I, I was a good tycoon. I was so bad at it. I was like, alright, let's not spend any money. But if you knew anything about tycooning, you would know that you need to make money, you need to spend money. So yeah, my tycoon of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza was, yeah, Pizza Simulator. It was a good time. I still haven't beat it. The only time I've ever beat Pizza Simulator was I got fired because I didn't do any of the tasks they wanted me to do. What? I was just trying to run my business. I was just trying to run my business. Just be like, alright. That was fun. I also downloaded the game the day of. Wow. Oh, that hurts. Birdseed in your eye. Ugh. I remember when I was younger, I would I would do the stupidest stuff. Like I shouldn't be alive from the stupid stuff that I did with my brother. We we were daredevils. Nothing scared us. I hope that I hope the bird seed gets out of your eye. That really hurts. I can just imagine it. There's a new Finest Phrase game soon? There's a new book coming out that's going to finally, after all these years, finally tell us who the phone guy is. Oh, yeah, I heard about the Into the Pit one. Man, that game had just. I thought I was dreaming. Alright, yeah. I guess that game is coming out. I want to see one where it's all the other books. Like the first couple of books. But Into the Pit is crazy. It would be also cool if we could go to, like, Charlie's universe. like the graphic novel universe. That would be cool. Hey, let's play a game. I like to call. What's the best cartoon? Hmm. I think that. Let me give some options. I know a lot of cool shows, but, anyway. I like a lot of shows. There's a lot of really good shows, like, a lot. Demon Slayer, that's nice. Never watched it. There's a lot of things I haven't watched. Mm-hmm. I've heard a lot of things about Dragon Ball and all those. I've not watched cartoons in so long. Last time I remember watching a cartoon was 7 years ago. Now I make cartoons. If I were you, um, I would, I wouldn't try to get in trouble. Getting in trouble is not fun. Sleep is very important. Alright. I do make cartoons. Make cartoons. Cartoons are fun. What? 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 Have anyone here ever been out of the United States or of their home country? Because that sounds really fun. Ooh, on a scale to 1 to 10, how much do I like Five Nights at Freddy's? Oh, um, the recent fandom, the old fandom, mmm, ooh, it was, as a retrospective, seeing everything that has come before, that's pretty so cool. But I'm not as young as I once was, so there's that. So I would give it a 8 to 9 right now. Man, if you weren't around during, if you were not a Five Nights at Freddy's fan during the golden era of animations here on YouTube, that was amazing. Because man, those were creepy. The early Five Nights at Freddy's um cartoons were terrifying. For a young kid, they're nightmare fuel. You know what I wish that was happened at the Five Nights at Freddy's premiere that I went to? Well, second day, but close enough. They had no merch. They had nothing. They barely showed that we had Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Early Five Nights at Freddy's was terrifying, and if you want to relive it, or if you've never lived it to watch it, I recommend a guy that he's not well known as Matt Pat and all the others, but his name is Black-Footed Ferret. You guys should watch his theories. His theories are amazing. He predicted things that Matt Pat never even thought of. And that Scott confirmed in Daco's interview with him. So, there's that. Black-footed ferret. Black-footed ferret. Five Nights. So what I would do is instead of watching the, so he has really old videos. Now, I recommend his new videos as well because man, they're crazy and awesome. The angles he goes. But if I were you, I would go to Black-footed ferret. He made a really good video about how there were two. Now this sounds ludicrous to current fans of the series, but back in the old time, it was actually pretty cool. Um, it was called the Kohler Brothers. That there were two villains in Five Nights at Freddy's, basically predicting Henry. Yeah, that's the type of theorist he is. It was fun. He has a really good theory about who Jeremy Fitzgerald was and who all the others were. He even predicted so much. Now, a lot of content later has disproven it, but man, during those early years so there's 3 eras of Five Nights at Freddy's. There's the 1 through 3 era, which would have made a beautiful series, but a lot of people wouldn't even be who wouldn't even know about the series at this point. So, there's that. Fire. I think if I could go back to early Five Nights at Freddy's, I would go to the first 3 games. Those first 3 games, as a kid, were terrifying. Terrifying. They were terrifying. People are not really, I guess, really terrified anymore of Five Nights at Freddy's, but back in the day, Five Nights at Freddy's was terrifying. Like they might terrify you, terrifying. Springtrap has always terrified me. Because when I realized it was the killer in a bunny suit coming to kill me, it changed the whole way I play Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Okay, I'll see. Hopefully he doesn't, because I really don't want to do that, but I will if I must. I am as kind as I can be, but being kind, I also must lay down the law. So yeah, I will. If he starts causing trouble again, just let me know. I have to do something. I mean, what would I be if I just let it go? But if he hasn't done any, like, if they're smart, they won't cause any more strife. All right, tell me what he was doing. What was he doing? What's the crime before him? And why is he doing this? Explain. Okay. What's his name? What's the name? Oh, I see what he's doing. Okay. Huh. Not sure. I think he's gone, I hope. Alright. I'll squash it if it continues. So they better be smart. Anyway, on to other interesting things. There's a lot of cool things that there's a lot of cool things in the works with the Five Nights at Freddy's series. We have a second movie. See, I only have one problem with the first Five Nights at Freddy's movie, alright? Here's my problem. They never explained the Five Nights at Freddy's, like the missing children's. They showed it, but there's a lot that they didn't show. Okay. Alright. Huh. So, there's actions for me to do. Okay, how do I... I hope that helped. Oh. Okay. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm just going to do that because that's the closest thing to it. I hope that's okay. I hope that's alright. I hope I fixed the problem. I think I have. We'll just have to see. Anyway, so if you could choose one place to go, anywhere, doesn't matter what price, where would you go? Alright, I think everything went well. Mm-hmm. What? It's official? The Five Nights at Freddy's movie's official? Okay, I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it. Anyway, I think I finally fixed the problem. Is the Finest Phrase 2 movie official? I believe it is. But if you want information like that, Doco is my go-to for Five Nights at Freddy's movie news at all. So, do you hear about what has happened to Chuck E. Cheese's? They've taken out the robots in all locations. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, wasn't that awesome? That was cool. Though I would have liked to probably be at the end of the song because it kind of I was jamming out to the music and then a scene. But yeah, it was cool. What secret stuff? Wait, there was secret stuff to the movie? There was secret stuff to the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Yeah, Corix. I know. I think it was pretty cool to have. There were two YouTubers in there, right? Right? Matt Patton. Yeah. You know who should have been in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie? Markiplier. You know, is California all that? Because I've never been. I've only heard things about it. Is it worth going? Yes, Markiplier is the king of Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's, man. What a great time to be alive. When Five Nights at Freddy's has a movie. What a great time to be alive. If you want to see some creepy Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, I recommend you go and search up Bonnie the Bunny animated cartoon. If you're really young, that's gonna freak you out. It did when I was younger. Maybe it doesn't freak people out anymore, but that's pretty terrifying. It's a pretty terrifying alternate universe. So, it's pretty cool. It made Purple Guy sympathetic. It was before Purple Guy had an official name, too. So it's that old. It was pretty cool. Huh. I would definitely watch Bonnie the Bunny or Golden something. I forget the name. But they made the scariest Five Nights at Freddy's cartoons ever. Like there might be more disturbing cartoons and things nowadays, but when you're very young and you were just learning about Five Nights at Freddy's like I was, it was absolutely terrifying. And before we knew what William Afton was, oh, those were the times. Third 12? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 12. I was 12 when the Five Nights at Freddy's game first came out. So yeah, if you want to watch something scary, watch Bonnie the Bunny animations. It's really cool. It's really cool. If you really want to be scared, watch that. It's really creepy. Purple Guy has a daughter and everything. And that's before we even knew about Charlie or Elizabeth or any of those things. I'll be right back. Oh no. I'm pretty old. I grew up on Five Nights at Freddy's. I remember when Five Nights at Freddy's first came out. I was 12. That was almost 10 years ago. This August will be 10. So. I'm 10 years older than you. I'm 10 years older than 12. Man, I remember when I was 12. Those were amazing times. I still had my well, it is getting pretty late, I would say. It's already it already is Monday, April 8th where I am. And that's midnight. But yeah. I sound 14. I've been told that. It's so weird. It's so weird. I don't know. My voice never really got deep. So. I also don't look my age either. It's been interesting. I'm working on a cartoon that's going to be crazy. I'm trying to finish a movie up. A story I've been working on for 4 years, and it's not working out so well. It really isn't. I've tried to, the problem is time, mainly. But it's a great story, I would say. It's a story that is really, it's been through a lot. I started making cartoons, like animations, 7 years ago. When I started, it was just little stick figures. Here's another rule. Don't be too annoying. I can't. BFDI? No, I've never heard of it. What is it? BFDI. Never heard of it. Who's having fun here? Raise your hand if you're having fun. Nice, nice. There's a lot of really cool games out there right now. There's this game called Psychosis, I believe it's called. It's a mobile game. It's really cool. If you guys want to have your mind messed around a little, it's really creepy. It's kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's, but if Five Nights at Freddy's was even darker, so. Heck, the main character is named William. That's not a joke. And the first character we meet is a bear. Yeah. Great. Great. So who here has been to Sonic? Or know what Sonic is? Not the video game. Was that the Bite of 87? Was that the Bite of 87? Oh, what? Was it the Bite of 87? I'm not sure. But the Bite of 87 is cool. It is getting pretty late. I mean, here's a fun game. Write down what time it is currently. Where you're at. Sonic the it's Sonic the burger joint. It's pretty cool. They only have them in part of the country. So, it depends on what time zone you're in. I don't think they got any farther up. But it's really good. They have the best tater tots and breakfast burritos. They have the best. They also have the best ice. Everyone has heard of Wendy's. Did you hear they're trying to make a you know how things fluctuate over time sometimes when prices do that? They want to add that to the food industry. Huh. Interesting. Well, I'm going to ask everyone a question. What time is it where you are? Look at a clock and write it down. I'll be right back. Ah. Hello. 1:08. Ah, so it's East Coast time. Interesting. East Coast time is pretty cool. It's really cool. $12:09. I'm back. Sorry. Oh, East Coast. East Coast, East Coast, East Coast. I gotta love the East Coast. I love the East Coast. I went to Washington, D.C., the capital of the nation. The reason they picked it was at the time it was the middle of the country. I think if we could give a capital today, it would have to be somewhere in the Kansas, Nebraska area. It would just make sense. It's in the middle of the country. Somewhere in the middle. Well, guys, as much as I would love to continue talking and discussing, it's getting pretty late here, and the eclipse is coming. Um, and also, I'm sorry, Worm. It's alright. I'm sorry if there's any problem. I don't know what the problem is, but I hope everything's alright. I hope everything's alright for everyone. I hope everything's going well. But, so anyway, if, you wanna see, the eclipse tomorrow, the best place to be is on the East Coast and Central Time Zone, kind of. You have to be in the path, but you'll see parts of it. It's gonna be so cool. Hawaii's gonna see a small part of it. So. So a worm. What? So if if you cut a worm in half, it's still alive. Isn't that cool? What state? Because I know what states it's going through, to my knowledge. I'm not sure of all of them, but I know that it's going through Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont. And that's all I know. And any state in between. We'll see it. Ohio. Yeah, Ohio's supposed to see it, to my knowledge. If Vermont's going to see it, Ohio ought to see it. And if let me just look at where I believe it's going again. All right, I'm here. It will hit Ohio, I believe. That'll be nice. It's gonna be early morning-ish. It's gonna be so beautiful. It's gonna be amazing. Can't. It's kind of hard to comprehend how amazing the sun and the moon are positioned to even allow it to happen. I'm very excited, but I will tell you this. There is something about solar eclipses that happen usually when solar eclipses happen, where there's earthquakes, bad ones, right after, and or war. Every time it has happened in American history, the first time this thing happened, it was during the Revolutionary War. The second time was the American Civil War, and now it's happening again. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. It might be the last time we get to see it. So it would be really nice. It's going to be really nice. I wouldn't miss it. That's why we all should probably be heading to bed, really, if we want to see it. Yes, wear the special glasses. Don't go blind. Don't go blind. Here, in these final minutes before I'm sadly going to have to go, let's read some comforting and words of truth. That might help. That might help. Because there's a lot of things that we can't control. They're like great powers. Just, can you guys not try to fight? Can we try to make peace? I don't know what's going on, but I hope it's not anything too bad. But anyway. Huh. Alright, so a couple verses before we have to go, because I know a lot of us need to go to bed. A lot of us need to go to bed if we are going to see the eclipse today. So I am reading out of Psalm 70. Psalm 70. Make haste, O God, to deliver me. Make haste to help me, O Lord. Let them be ashamed and confounded that seek after my soul. Let them be turned back, word, and put to confusion that desire my hurt. Let them be turned back for a reward of their shame that say, Aha, aha. Let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee, and let such as love thy salvation say continually, Let the Lord, let God be magnified. But I am a poor and needy. Make haste unto me, O God, thou art my help and my deliverer. O God, make no tarrying. Worms are important to nature. They eat up the dead stuff. They're also good for fishing. Psalms 87. His foundation is in the holy mountains. The Lord loveth the gates of Zion more than all the dwellings of Jacob. Glorious things are spoken of thee, O city of God. Selah, I will make mention of Rahab and Babylon to them that know me. Behold, Philistia, the Philistine, Palestine, and Tyre with Ethiopia. This man was born there, and of Zion it shall be said, this, and that man was born in her, and the highest himself shall establish her. The Lord shall count when he writeth up the people that this man was born there, Selah. As well the singers as the players on instruments shall be there, and all my springs are in thee. There's a lot of good verses. Did you know that before any of us were even born, God knew that we would exist, and he fashioned us? And here's the proof. The book of the prophet Jeremiah. The words of Jeremiah, the son of Hilkiah, the priests that were in Anathoth in the land of Benjamin, to whom the word of the Lord came in the days of Josiah, the son of Amon, king of Judah, in the 13th year of his reign. It also came in the days of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, unto the end of the 11th year of Zedekiah, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, unto the carrying away of Jerusalem captivity in the 5th month. Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. He knew Jeremiah before he was even formed. What a powerful God. He knows everything from the beginning to the ending. There's no way to comprehend it all. People can read the book of the Bible, countless times, and I have, and you'll find something new every time. You'll find something new every time. And let me give you a couple more words from his word. So at the end of the book, the final words that we get from the Lord of all the earth, the King of kings, the creator of all things, the one who looketh down on the circle of the earth. This is his last words in the Bible. Revelations 22. He testifieth these things, saith, Surely I come quickly. He comes quickly. There were signs to his coming, and his coming, all the signs are appearing in our day now. One of the signs is that the sun will become like black hair, and the moon will become as blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord comes. Tomorrow, I'm not gonna say because I don't know, but tomorrow is going to be just another sign from heaven, because God didn't just put the sun and the moon there for no reason. He's not doing this for no reason. He's the one in control. He stopped the sun for the people of Israel when they went into the promised land. He stopped them. He stopped the sun. Wonder why all our clocks are off and why we need an extra day and things? The Bible explains it. There's many times where the sun has either stopped, like with Joshua and others. So, he stopped the sun. So, could the Lord... Here's the thing that I was talking with my dad recently. So, when Jesus was dying on the cross for the 6 hours of darkness, 6 hours of complete darkness across the whole world, every culture wrote about it. And the thought was, what made it dark? What heavenly body could have done that? That's a thought. Here. There's a lot of... There was a man who suffered so much. The man named Job. Job suffered through so much. He lost his children. He lost his money. He lost everything. He went through so much. Please, let's make peace, not war. Please, we shouldn't be fighting. I don't know why you're fighting. Can't we be civil? Can't we find a peaceful solution? Can we not? As much as I would love to continue, as much as I would love to continue to be live, my battery is in a bad place, but we may have a couple more minutes. So there's that. So just calm down. Everyone should calm down. Well, it's best that we I end this stream on one last scripture. And then sadly I'll have to go. And I hope you all get good sleep. Maybe we'll have another stream if America is still here after this eclipse. Then yeah, we'll have a stream. Let's go to Psalms. Psalms. Okay. Psalms 11, 12. 1:12. Praise ye the Lord. Blessed is the man that feareth the Lord, that delighteth greatly in his commandments. His seed shall be mighty upon earth. The generation of the upright shall be blessed. Wealth and riches shall be in his house, and his righteousness endureth forever. Unto the upright there ariseth light in the darkness. He is gracious and full of compassion and righteous. A good man showeth favor and lendeth. He will guide his affairs with discretion. Surely he shall not be moved forever. The righteous shall be in everlasting remembrance. He shall not be afraid of evil tidings. His heart is fixed, trusting in the Lord. His heart is established. He shall not be afraid until he see his desire upon his enemies. He hath dispersed. He hath given to the poor. His righteousness endureth forever. His horn shall be exalted with honor. The wicked shall see it and be grieved. He shall gnash with his teeth and melt away. The desire of the wicked shall perish. Well, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Hope to talk to you all again another time. Good night, and God bless.